South Korea, a beacon of democracy and technological advancement, finds itself at a crossroads. The nation is grappling with the impeachment of its leader, President Yoon Suk-yeol. This unprecedented event has sent shockwaves throughout the country and beyond. The very foundations of South Korean society are being tested. On December 14, 2024, the South Korean National Assembly voted decisively to impeach President Yoon. This dramatic move came after weeks of escalating protests and political turmoil. The charges against him are serious, ranging from corruption to abuse of power. President Yoon's attempt to impose martial law on December 3 proved to be a fatal miscalculation. It was seen by many as a desperate attempt to cling to power. This move backfired spectacularly, further inflaming public anger and galvanizing opposition against him. The situation in South Korea remains highly fluid. The world watches with bated breath as the Constitutional Court prepares to decide President Yoon's fate. The outcome of this trial will have profound implications for the future of South Korea. The seeds of discontent had been sown long before President Yoon's ill-fated attempt to declare martial law. Whispers of corruption within his administration had been circulating for months. These whispers grew louder with each passing scandal. The economy too was faltering, causing anxiety and hardship for ordinary Koreans. President Yoon's policies were seen by many as exacerbating the plight of the working class. The gap between the rich and the poor seemed to be widening under his leadership. Resentment simmered beneath the surface of South Korean society. Adding fuel to the fire were accusations of increasing authoritarianism. Critics accused President Yoon of cracking down on dissent and attempting to silence his opponents. Freedom of speech, once a cherished right, was perceived to be under threat. The situation in South Korea is a stark reminder that even the most stable of democracies are not immune to the winds of change. The factors that led to President Yoon's downfall are complex and multifaceted. However, one thing is clear: the South Korean people are no longer willing to tolerate corruption, inequality, or the erosion of their democratic rights. The road to impeachment was paved with acts of defiance, both big and small. It began with whispers of discontent, shared in hushed tones among friends and family. These whispers grew louder as ordinary citizens found their voices. Early November 2024 saw the emergence of small-scale protests in response to President Yoon's policies. These initial demonstrations were met with a heavy-handed response from the authorities. This only served to further inflame public anger. The situation escalated dramatically on December 3 when President Yoon made the fateful decision to declare martial law. This unprecedented move sent shockwaves throughout the country. The South Korean people, accustomed to democratic norms, were stunned by this blatant power grab. The National Assembly, to its credit, acted swiftly to overturn the martial law decree. However, the damage had been done. The protests intensified, fueled by a potent mix of anger and fear. In a stunning display of courage and unity, millions of South Koreans took to the streets, demanding President Yoon's resignation. Section 4. The K-pop Resistance, a symphony of light and change. Amidst the turmoil, a most unlikely group of revolutionaries emerged: K-pop fans. These passionate and digitally savvy young people, known for their fervent devotion to their idols, turned their attention to a new cause: saving their democracy. K-pop fans, armed with their smartphones and a deep understanding of social media, became a powerful force for mobilization. They used their platforms to spread awareness, organize protests, and even raise funds for the protest movement. One of the most striking images of the protests was the sight of thousands of K-pop fans waving their light sticks in unison. These colorful lights, typically used to cheer on their favorite idols, took on a new meaning in this context. They became symbols of hope, resistance, and solidarity. The K-pop community's involvement in the protests highlights the changing face of political activism in the digital age. It also underscores the power of young people, when united by a common cause, to effect real change. Section 5. An uncertain future. South Korea at a crossroads. With President Yoon's fate hanging in the balance, South Korea faces an uncertain future. The country is deeply divided, with strong opinions on both sides of the impeachment debate. The Constitutional Court's decision will have far-reaching consequences. If the court upholds the impeachment, South Korea will hold snap elections within 60 days. This would plunge the country into a period of intense political uncertainty. The economic implications of the crisis are also unclear. The political turmoil has already rattled investors, sending shockwaves through the stock market. The value of the South Korean won has also fluctuated wildly. The long-term impact on the economy will depend on the country's ability to restore stability and confidence. On the international stage, the South Korean crisis is being watched closely by allies and adversaries alike. The outcome will have implications for regional security and the balance of power in East Asia. As the world holds its breath, one thing is certain: the South Korean people have shown remarkable resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Their actions will continue to inspire those who fight for democracy and justice around the world.